Why I did not support Tinubu to be president, says Charlie Boy. Hello everyone, welcome to newsspottv. He remains ageless, he remains enigmatic, and at over 70, Charles Oputa, better known as Charlie Boy, has continued to evolve both as an entertainer and a social critic over the years. He's a musician, an actor, and an activist, one who has remained consistent in his demand for a better Nigeria. His strong and unwavering desire to see a better governed country with leaders who are accountable to the people at the ends of affairs has endeared him to a vast majority of Nigerians, particularly the youths. They see him as a beacon of hope and a formidable ally in whose courage and unquenchable thirst for a new Nigeria they have continued to draw inspiration and strength from over the last couple of decades. To them, he's their area father, the man who can do no wrong in their eyes. But Charlie Boy has come under heavy criticisms lately. It has to do with his fierce support for the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Many have criticized Charlie Boy for supporting Peter Obi, claiming that his desire to see Obi become president is based purely on tribal sentiments and not because he genuinely thinks Obi is the best man for the job. Last weekend, there was an interview when, the truth was sought from him. The question goes, a lot of people have accused you of blindly supporting Peter Obi and that the only reason you're supporting him is because he's Igbo. How do you respond to this? And he said, firstly, let me say that most of the people who say that are people who don't even know me at all. It's crazy to think of me in that light. That's complete BS. People who know me know say I don't do tribe, I don't do religion. Say me, I know they follow within the trend. They are Momo people. I'm supporting the man because I see in him the right qualities that a leader should have. It's crazy for people to think I'm one of those bigots messing things up in this country. Let me tell you, I've had quite a large number of young people that have sponsored their education from secondary through university, and none of them was Igbo. Now, I don't know how that happened, but I guess why that is so because my professional life as an entertainer all started in Lagos. 80% of the people that received patronage from the Charlie Boy Foundation were all from the West. And then there were also a few from Benin. That is not to say I haven't done a few things for people in the East. Surely I have, but I'm talking about when you train people from secondary school to university. It's about people who enjoy that the most from me. So another question went, so you're saying there's absolutely no truth in the widespread speculation that you're only supporting Obi because he's Igbo? And he responded saying, I'm not into all that tribal nonsense. My pedigree frowns at that. I'm a free spirit. Whoever can get the job done gets it done. I'm not interested in where you're coming from. My best friends have been from the West and from the North, even before my Igbo brothers. My support for Obi is because I see in him those qualities my father tried to instill in me. He possesses those qualities. That is not to say that he's a saint. He's not. My father wasn't. I'm not. I don't think anybody is. But enough of the BS going around. The best person for the job should be there. That's all I know. If it's a Yoruba that's best for the job, then let him have it. But to come in with this sense of it's my turn is what I don't agree with. So I found it funny when people were calling me a bigot. I said to myself, see these useless Momo people. Another question was posed at him saying, there are those who insist that Obi didn't do so well while he was governor of Anambra State. And so they think if that is the case, why then should we trust him to handle a massive country like Nigeria? And he responded, well, that is the propaganda because he actually did well as governor. I've not just heard he did, I've spoken to people who should know. In fact, the man inspires me and is the model in my book of what leadership should be about. Another person said, next question says, if President Tinubu wasn't as old as he is, if he was same age with Peter Obi, would you have taken a different stand? Charlie Boy responded, no, not really, because I'm sure the Yoruba race can do better than in Tinubu. They are highly educated. I know so many men of integrity who are Yorubas. It's just like telling me about some useless people in the East and asking me that if not them, would I support them because they are Igbos? That is jargons. That doesn't even make sense. Do you know one of the reasons I stopped doing Zoom time? Because I could no longer trust the people I was interviewing. I could no longer sit in the same place with them while they lied to me and the people watching the program. Yes, I know that the show started as a PR to get people who are working, public office holders who are really doing things for the people, but I soon realized it was all shenanigans to cover the real stuff they were doing, which was milking the people. So it has nothing to do with age. Tinubu's case is more than age. It has to do with its antecedent also that's now in the public domain. Another question was, do you actually believe most of the things we hear he did? Do you believe those things are true? And Charlie Boy responded, well, it's not for me to believe or disbelieve, but when a certain character is attached to someone's image, it's hard to shift to. And the fact that these things have been trailing him forever since I can remember makes it even harder. It didn't start today now, and there's no smoke without fire. I don't know the man personally, but his utterances, they jolted me. His utterances leave me dumbfounded most of the time, and I don't understand any of that. I mean, this issue is a tough thing coming to serve to lead people. It's not about whose turn it is, it's about who is the right person for the job. I've met some very exceptional Yoruba people, very intelligent, decent people. So why must we always bring out a division 3 people from us? Because you can't tell me, say for Yoruba land, the person we know pass na Tinubu. I would even have preferred an Oshibajo instead of a Tinubu. These are those who are. Another question says, there are those who argue that looking at the complexity of Nigeria's problem, the sheer enormity of it, it will require a hugely experienced person. And Charlie Boy said, which experience? Experience in what? And said, experience in governance. And he said, but the track record doesn't show any of that. Governance is about the people, not about yourself. One person track record, no, they show that they have love for the people. But showing that one is selfish, self-centered, arrogant, those are not the qualities I expect a leader to have. A leader should be more sympathetic. He should listen more. He should feel more because people are looking up to you. We were saddled with Buhari. He still defined certificates. He never give us till now. And now we still want to continue with that. These are all the things stunting our growth and we want to pass it under. Yes, he's your tribesperson. That is why he's a Christian. I'm a Muslim. That's why. They are just shabby excuses that don't work. We want progress. We don't want stagnation. Are things getting any better? They are not. At the very least, we must have someone who is carrying the burden of leadership. And when you are carrying the burden of leadership, it's the people that you are most concerned with, nothing else. And I have not seen that. Another question was, what do you think are Peter Obi's chances at the tribunal? Do you see him emerging victorious? Charlie Boy responded saying, well, all eyes are on the judiciary. Why Nigeria is more or less a failed state is because people invest in individuals, not in the institutions. A case like we have right now, if this were a normal, sane country, the case is done and dusted. People are worried. What is the judiciary going to do? So when you bastardize all institutions, you have rubber-stamped corruption. Yes, there is corruption everywhere, whether it is America, UK, but institutions are still as strong because if you're a rich man and you go and do something really bad and your courts, you will go in for it. But in Nigeria, once you have money, you become above the law. And from recent events, it's obvious the so-called people in leadership are saying they have a different set of rules made exclusively for them, which is not right. The laws should not be made for certain people and excluding certain people. Another question is, how would you respond to this, sir? There are those who can't understand how Peter Obi reached the conclusion that he won the election. They wonder how Obi would claim to have gathered more votes in the north than Atiku and Tinubu, and that in the southwest, apart from Lagos, how could he even think he got more votes than Tinubu? Because if he didn't get much votes from these regions as the results showed, then how is he hoping to get the numbers he hopes to use in court from? Then Charlie Boy responded saying, well, all evidences have been tendered before the court, so waiting you want to make I tell you. And that is why the obedience should be stronger, more hopeful, because we didn't know this much before. I mean, look at the way the election was concluded. This is the worst election. And to think that this is the first time I even voted and this is what we have. It's really annoying. So the court has all the evidence there is to extract from Labour. And from what's coming out of the proceedings in court, it is clear who won the election. So this is the interview that Charlie Boy had with city people. Let's just take a few comments. Somebody said, Tinubu is more than you think and he cannot descend so low to your level as to look for your support. What is your support to him? Another commenter said, I don't think Tinubu ever solicited your support, and I don't think your support is important or relevant. You're nothing more than an ethnic bigot, and that is what drives your political position. Another said, you could have lost if you support him. Another said, Charlie Boy, the only and major problem of Oputa family. Charlie Boy has degraded the reputable family name to nothingness. Another said, he only wanted to be relevant to the scheme of governance in Nigeria. Tinubu doesn't need your support. The president is better off without your support. Another said, who needs the support of area guy who has no value to be added to the system? Charlie Boy has no electoral value. No one cares about your support. Another said, I love Charlie Boy for his sincerity and uprightness. Don't mind those tribal bigots supporting drug baron because of tribe. Alright, so these are some of the comments that trailed Charlie Boy's interview that he had with city people. What's your opinion on this? Please drop it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining. And to existing subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. See you in the next video. May God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.